When the devil has a will, he finds his way. There's no reason this 54-year-old third grade teacher had room to be a teacher. There's no reason he had room to be accused of sexual abuse by 5 students. When in 2005 he was prosecuted for having an after-school relationship with a 14-year-old. And at that time he was 33. And 1 year later, he was acquitted. How is this? He was acquitted and on the do not hire list. How? And in the same city of Chicago, don't nobody want to teach. Mario Garcia was a predator in the classroom, according to new allegations against him. Garcia was working as a third grade teacher in West Chicago when there were sexual abuse and assault complaints made against him involving 5 students. NBC5 Investigates has learned that it wasn't the first time the 54-year-old Garcia had been accused. He was charged with having a sexual relationship with a 14-year-old student while working as a Chicago public school teacher in 2005. That alone should have disqualified Garcia from other teaching jobs. It did not. At Courier Elementary School in West Chicago, pictures show third grade teacher Mario Rene Garcia in front of his class. 1 year ago, before the start of the 2025-2026 school year, Garcia was among just a few teachers spotlighted by the district in their full website focus. This month, the spotlight was on Garcia, not for his teaching prowess, but for his arrest on 11 felony counts in DuPage County, including predatory criminal sexual assault, alleging Garcia victimized children younger than 13 from his position of trust as a teacher. On Garcia's employment application with West Chicago, he stated that he'd never been terminated from a teaching job, which wasn't true. So we just taking their word for it. We're asking such detrimental questions and we're just taking their word for it. Did you kill anybody? No. Meanwhile, he's a serial killer. Did you touch anybody? No. Meanwhile, he's a pedophile. He was fired by Chicago Public Schools in 2005 after police said he had an after-school sexual relationship with the 14-year-old, and he was prosecuted. Garcia was acquitted 20 years ago, according to his attorney Karen M. Mondry, and the records were sealed, but Garcia remained on the do not hire list, but hire sometimes. 10 years later. 11. And a quick internet search by West Chicago officials would have turned up a Chicago Tribune story about Garcia's arrest in 2005.
My experience following education systems, especially in Illinois, what we've come to learn and find out is that the schools are just so, and its administrators are so inundated.
Should people be satisfied that they're too busy to field these things?
Absolutely not.
But if it was your child, they don't worry about it. They don't have empathy or compassion until it hit their doorstep in their home. If it was your child, oh, I bet you would find the right teaching candidate.
And NBC5 Investigates also obtained Garcia's disciplinary file from CPS under the Freedom of Information Act. Had West Chicago school officials examined this file before Garcia was hired, they would have seen an investigative memo dated August 2, 2005, citing a mother who had intercepted a sexually explicit email conversation with Garcia, and that a school counselor interviewed the student, noting Mr. Garcia had engaged in sexual intercourse after school in his classroom on 2 separate occasions. Again, that was more than 20 years before authorities say Garcia assaulted 5 young students while working as a third-grade teacher in the suburbs. State records and employment applications show that Garcia also worked in schools in Wheaton, Kane County, Cook County, and homeschooled students.